on my 42nd birthday, May 4th, 2024. Just a normal day, doing my normal thing, drinking coffee, and all of a sudden I get a message on my phone, and it's a detection notice from Ring doorbell camera. So I just got a call from my neighbor, and they're saying that somebody's breaking into my Airbnb right now. I just called the police. They said they're gonna try to get there when they can. All my team members started to reach out to me, just like, Jess, something insanely bad is happening. Please go watch this. And again, keep in mind, it's my birthday. Start grabbing all my things. I grabbed my camera because I'm like, this is something that's completely crazy where somebody's actively breaking into my property right now. I want to film this. Also, let you guys know what not to do when you get in a position like this. That somebody climbed into the house with a rope because it's a house on stilts and it's literally 20 feet up the ground. So I'm getting ready to head out there right now to see what the hell's going on. Hi, I just called about 15 minutes ago. Are you guys sending anybody out to the house? It's Avenue. There's an active live break-in right now with somebody in the property.
Avenue?
M-R-N.
Okay, give me 1 second, sir.
Thanks.
Okay, it looks like we do have your call on the board. Has anything changed?
No, there's somebody still in the house.
Okay, we'll have someone out there as soon as possible.
Okay, do you have any idea when that might be?
I don't have an ETA, no I don't.
Okay, again, this is active right now, so like the potential to catch somebody, so I'm hoping you guys can get out there soon.
I understand, sir. We are working a lot of high priority incidents. Someone will be there as soon as possible.
Okay, dude. It's crazy to me that there could be like a live break-in right now, and that's not a priority. I called the police several times as I was getting in the car. They said they were sending somebody out. As I was driving to the location of the property, I was still getting pinged that this gentleman was walking back and forth. Basically, what the police dispatcher said is that a live break-in is not an emergency, and you're gonna have to wait in the queue till somebody can get out there. The crazy thing is that they literally could be catching this guy right now, but there's nobody in the area, and that was upsetting to me. All right, we're here at the house right now. That's the house. Looks like the shades are rolled down. Whoever's in there right now, they're actually sitting in there having a juicy fire, probably having some s'mores, maybe some mallows. There's an active break-in actually happening right now. City of Modesto. And I just seen like 4 cops just sitting around right now doing nothing. I didn't want to go in the house because I don't know if this guy is going to stab me or kill me. If I was able to carry a weapon and walk in there, I would definitely do it myself, but also I don't trust crackheads, and they have crazy strength. I've seen crackheads literally move buildings with their hands. Now film it through the car. What's going on, man? I have a property right here, or do you just want them to be escorted off the property? Hey. How you doing? How's it going, man?
My partner's already over there?
Yeah, do you guys need me to go over there to open the door at all?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Get that guy. PD. Fuck. Sometimes I think it'd be fun to be a cop, but then like, it's probably not fun. We're watching the shooting. I'm watching the video of the camera on the camera. This gentleman's walking back and forth. He gets in the house. Police say, yep, we're gonna get them out there as soon as possible. I show up to the home, still there. I'm walking around outside. I can see the guy in my property, like looking out the window at me. And keep in mind, this house is completely full of glass. The house is built in the 1960s by an architect, and literally there's not a single door where the wall in the house, everything is glass.
Modesto Police Department, you are under arrest. Come out with your hands up.
So you can see there's shades that can come down, and I can watch him. He's peeking through part of the shade, so he knows that he's being watched. But what does he decide to do? He decides to drink beer. He decides to light himself a fire. He's just chilling out in the house and making s'mores, enjoying a luxury property. Probably one of the coolest houses in Modesto, by the way. It's gonna be one of the coldest days in a long time, which happened to land on my birthday. Do you have any sugar in your car? Oh, I got a freaking snack bar. I'm so hungry on my birthday. This is what I get to have for birthday, guys. I get to have a break-in with people having a fire at the home. This is what I get to have, is this little beautiful birthday present with the police and some crackheads in my property right now. Cheers. He squeezed through probably about maybe 9 inches, and don't ask me how a person can get into that type of body positioning, especially as a grown adult male. Dude, it's crazy to even think that that motherfucker climbed through that. There's only one way in, one way out of this place, and he climbed in through this right here. Like, he literally climbed up through this and went through this little tiny piece right here, which is insane because who the hell fits through that besides a creature? Dude, why wouldn't you just go in? They're gonna send the dogs in right now because the people that are there won't come out.
This is the Modesto Police Department. Come out with your hands up, or the canine will bite you.
Dude, this is giving me anxiety.
This is scary. This is happening right there.
God damn, dude, just come out. Cops show up, they go up, they try to communicate with him, they talk to him through the window. He doesn't respond at all. Another police officer shows up, another police officer shows up, another police officer shows up. Dude, this is out of control. They're locked into the master bedroom right now. I think that's what's happening. Ultimately, about 2.5 hours later, the police ended up showing up, and they end up forcefully going into the property. They're flipping the couches over, they're flipping all kinds of things. They let the dog in the house. They can't find the guy at all. Finally, the dog found that the gentleman was underneath the bed. And the way these beds are set up, it's like they're almost like you can't really see under the bed because I don't know how he even got in there, but he put himself in a position underneath the bed, put the mattress back on top of him. Canine grabbed him by the leg, got him out of there, and they ended up walking him outside. He just didn't seem to care at all. I walked by him, I looked into the police car. This guy is definitely on drugs of some sort. Neighbors are happy, they're clapping. Cop's showing up over here. Looks like he's gonna talk to me right now.
Hey.
How's it going?
Do you want to just go inside there and see if there's anything broken or stolen?
Yeah, I can. You guys are good to go in there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome.
Today's my birthday too, and I'm sitting here fucking... Well, I think they were trying to get him out for like an hour.
I'll handle this.
You sure?
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. You know what's crazy? How does somebody fit through that? I just don't get it. This is what happened afterwards. The guy broke into the house and lit a fire for himself, if you can see right there. Beautiful fire to enjoy this place, my hard-earned money. And the police found him underneath the room over here, which we can come down. You guys can come take a look at it. Made a huge mess in here. It looks like the doors broke. He came into this master room right here. They had to demolish this entire thing to get him out because he was underneath the bed, so they pulled him out of here. He took a shower. Looks like there's some crusty-ass underwear in here. Look at that. That's freaking disgusting, dude. Look, he took a shower, relaxed, enjoyed himself, got a towel out, pampered himself up. It's crazy. And the way that he got in here was the most crazy way. Like, you literally have to be a freaking ninja to get through, and he did. I don't even know what to say right now. This is the first time I've ever had anything like this happen where somebody broke into a property. This is the second time I've had this home where something negative has happened. And this was intense. Like, there was police, freaking dogs trying to get people out. Like, this was, my heart was beating super hard in this whole thing, and the house is a mess right now. My neighbors are pissed. As the cop interviewing me right now, my neighbor called and was like, "This is Karen from across the street," and blah, blah, blah. I can't believe this is happening. Like, I didn't choose for this to happen, Karen, which is upsetting to me. But anyway, it doesn't look like anything's stolen other than he started a fire. He cooked himself some s'mores and caused the scene, made my neighbors freaking hate me even more, which this neighborhood is like a very nice neighborhood.
Hey, you've reached the voicemail of Kevin. Just leave me your name and number and I'll give you a call right back. Thanks.
Hey, Kev, this is Jesse calling. I just want to say thank you for giving me the heads up that somebody was here. Hey, Kev, I just left you like a minute voice note.
Oh, I was just getting out of the shower.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I just want to say thank you. We got the house back. He's out. These are mistakes that I think are super important that people that own short-term or mid-term rentals, when you have vacancy, if you don't do this, you can put yourself in a position that can not be favorable, obviously like this. Leaving lights on. This sounds like a super simple, of course, dude, everybody does that. I would encourage everybody to be really thoughtful on the property pictures that you decide to post of your home, especially the outside. Am I going to continue to have outside photos? Probably. This is just such a unique home. One of the other things that I learned from this is that you can't always count on law enforcement to show up when you expect them to show up. And that was really hard for me to kind of handle. I guess there was a lot of disturbance calls that were going on that day. Maybe the police department in the city of Modesto just doesn't have enough police officers, but just sitting hours outside watching and waiting for police to show up, like actively calling again multiple different times saying, "Hey, you guys gonna send anybody out? Like, this guy's actively in this house right now. I don't know if he's breaking in, I don't know if he's breaking everything in the house." Like, I have no idea what he's doing. The homie left dirty underwear in the bathroom. He took a shower. You know, I can kind of understand. It's a nice place to take a shower and to chill out and light a fire and have a beer. I think going forward in the future now, I will always make sure that I have Ring cameras on. Make sure that you're watching your Ring cameras. If you have team members that work with you, make sure they're paying attention to those Ring cameras, that they get alerts, that they let them know when something negative is happening. What would have happened if there was a guest in the home when this happened and they were there alone? I feel for me, I'm just never going to expect the house to not have any issues. Get security systems, pay attention to them. You never know what can happen. Thankfully, again, this happened without any guests in the home, but I would encourage you guys to think ahead, be smart, and not expect something negative to happen to your property, especially if it's vacant, because people look for these properties. Police told me that, like, hey, this has happened at Airbnb properties before. Police officer that came out to the home actually said that he saw this guy and kicked him out of another unit down the road 2 hours earlier, and they didn't do anything to him. He didn't get arrested or anything. He was trespassing in a property and they kicked him out of there. And then 2 hours later, he ends up in my property. It's just crazy, but ultimately ended up, he's in jail. I pressed charges, obviously. He's got a nice, comfortable place to sleep, and hopefully he doesn't break in the house again. But now he knows there's cameras. So always make sure you guys have cameras and somebody is watching. And hopefully it has a happy ending. The moral of the story is make sure you tighten your house up where crackheads cannot get in through little tiny like spaces. What do you guys think? Have you ever had anybody break into your Airbnb or your property and you had to call the cops and all of a sudden they get pissed? Leave a comment down below. And if you're not following me, you should do yourself a favor and follow this, because I mean, you guys, this is freaking intense.